Hey everybody, and welcome to Planet Crafter. They recently released a 2.0 update, and I decided, you know what, I want to check it out. I played this game a ton back before it came out in 1.0, and we released a 1.0 video for it, but I never really continued it, and I wanted to try to make another one because they added a bunch of new things, a couple new planets. I think there's 3 new planets that we can check out, but we are going to check out the base planet. The reason I want to make a video on this is because there's a series that we have on YouTube that you guys really seem to like, and that was Terra Nil. Now, whether you guys like it from the puzzle aspects or the planet generation aspects of it, I don't know, but we're going to try out this one and see if you guys enjoy it. If you want to see more of this series, please let me know because it is a lot of fun. These guys, it's awesome to see the changes that come when you're working with these planets. And if you guys don't know what kind of game this is, it's kind of like I wouldn't say it's a simulation, but it's more of a Planet Crafter survival game where you turn this barren rock into a beautiful, lush planet, and that's what we're going to do. I've already made a save file here, so if we are going to load back in here and check out the cutscene that ensues. And that's how it basically starts. We just get thrown in a planet and we've got to take care of it and terraform it. There's going to be some story as we go through this and why we're on this planet doing what we're doing. You can see here that it is barren, it is red, and it is not survivable. We have a terraforming index at the top right with a 0 TI, and then we got some first steps that we need to do over there. Craft a backpack, craft oxygen tank. I don't know why it's showing up twice, but that's what we need to do. Let's go ahead and read the message here. Welcome to your assigned planet. Your mission is to advance and terraformation process of this world. You'll need to generate oxygen, heat, and pressure. First, reach 175.000 Ti and create a blue atmosphere. I think that's 175,000, not what a period right there. So we got Sentinel Corp, year 3058. All right, so let's go ahead and look at our bag here. I'm going to keep all this empty. We do have a Lirma seed, so we're going to leave that there. I do know a good bit about this game. I played a lot of the early access, so you know, a lot of it's going to be kind of resource gathering, and I'm going to cut that stuff out for you guys, but just kind of give you the basics. We're going to go out there. We're going to try to survive as long as possible because we do have oxygen meter at the bottom left there. You see we have a survival, I guess a health meter, and then we have water and then oxygen. So we're going to go out, got some basic materials. Ice is going to help us make water, so that's going to be a basic. We have cobalt, we have iron, we have magnesium, we have silicone. All of these different things are going to help us generate buildings, tools, machines that help us terraform the planet. So that's pretty much the basis of it. We also have our backpack, of course. That's why I didn't grab any of the food or anything yet, because it does take up precious resource space in our backpack. And we want to gather as much as possible. Now, I'm kind of gathering indiscriminately right now, just because I need a little bit of everything, but we want to at least go for the backpack first so we can gather more resources. I'm not going to go for the ice just yet. I know we picked up one, but I just kind of want to get everything else. We are full. Let's head back to our little pod here. You can see our oxygen is running out, and yes, when you die, you do drop things, so you don't want to do that. You want to try to get through things as fast as possible. Now, I clearly did the wrong thing here and did not get 2 iron from my backpack, but I do have an oxygen tank, so we're going to go make that. It's going to go our upgrades, and we'll just put that in our slots right there. So now we have a bigger oxygen tank. We have 145 out of the 100 we had before, and now we want to go get 2 more iron and keep doing that. So if you guys do want to see more of the series, please let me know. It's one of those that I don't mind playing. It's one of those games where it's just kind of relaxing until, like, you know, you're panicking in the middle of nowhere and you have no oxygen. But other than that, it's a fairly relaxing game. So if you guys want to see more of it, I will gladly make more of it for you and keep going. I just want to try out some different videos on the channel. I also have thought about bringing back RimWorld because I know a lot of you did enjoy that when I did it. I just never stuck with it. And that was more of I was still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Life has been, needless to say, very, very busy lately. If you missed my post on Discord or on at least the YouTube, my wife and I are expecting our first child, so that's why videos have been inconsistent, and why I'm kind of playing a chill game right now is just because life has been pretty crazy. But we always appreciate your continued support on the channel, and it does mean a lot. So let's go ahead and let's see, what else can we do here? We can get the construction ship. Let's see, we need to get the construction so we can build our first base. That would be helpful. Let's get some magnesium. I'm looking for the tall one right there. So there's the magnesium. We're going to gather that real quick and then go back. And then we want to make our living apartment. Now, I am going to kind of cheat a little bit here. And by cheat, I mean, I already have previous knowledge on how this game works. So I know I want to build my base already. So let's go ahead and do the construction. So we got the construction chip. I do want to get the construction as well, so we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and equip that one. We're also, let's see, let's check a couple of resources we wanted on that one. So we wanted silicone and magnesium, silicone and magnesium, silicone and magnesium. That's iron, don't want that. Is that silicone? Yeah, that's silicone right there. And then we want one more piece of magnesium. And there it is right there. Perfect. All right. So we need to craft the drill and the wind turbines. And then we also need to get our terraformation screen. So we'll get that done as soon as possible. Let's go get the deconstruction because we want to be able to take down anything that we have building-wise. All right, so now that we have our construction screen, let's make sure that we... how do I use that exactly? I can't remember the exact key for that. I'm sure it's right. Oh, they added third-person mode too. That's not actually how third-person is, but it's just me cheering on. That is our guy there. He's so happy to be here. There is a third-person mode. I don't know how to access that because that was a part of the new 2.0 update. That's auto walk. Well, I'm sure we'll figure it out. I got to figure out how to build first. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so building is Q. Building is Q. I couldn't figure out the third person mode. I'm sure it's somewhere in there, but I'm going to play in first person just because I do enjoy that. So we're going to have to make sure we have iron, titanium, silicone, all that. So we're going to gather some of that before we build these compartments because we'll make sure we actually build the door to get in there. So I'm going to go around, collect a little bit more, and then once I have everything I need, we'll start building our first base. Okay, so we've got all the components we need. I'm going to go up to this hill right here, and this is about where I'm going to start building my base. I think I'm going to build it on this little plateau here. No, I don't know why, but everything's kind of already looking green, even though we haven't really done anything yet. I'm not sure if that's just supposed to be some more of the ground texture, but let's go ahead and hit Q. I'm going to go ahead and get one of these foundation grids up. We're going to have it kind of looking over this way, and I'm doing this for a reason. I do know what kind of goes here. This is not permanent in the slightest. It's just for us to get started. So I'm going to build that there. It's a little off. I don't like that. We need to get deconstructed. Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter right now because I don't want to die. So let's go ahead and get that figured out. Let's jump in here and get some oxygen. All right, so if I don't like it, I can deconstruct. So we can switch on our mouse wheel there, deconstruct that because it's not right. Take the door off, take that off. So the only thing is that sometimes construction can be a little funky, and I don't remember if there's an easier way to like do an overhead, but that links it, so we know that that's central. That's good. We'll put the living compartment there, and then I do want some stairs. Let's go ahead and attach the stairs if I can. Right about there. It's a little funky with the little ramp, but that's fine. We'll make it work. All right, so that's done. I don't have any windows just yet. I would like to have a window in here, but let's go ahead and do what the game tells us to. We want to build the terraformation screen, so we need a little bit more silicone, and we also want to get some of those other ones, but let's go and focus on the terraformation screen first, so we need more silicone. Like I said, this is just it's a temporary base at the moment, nothing crazy. We don't have to do anything too insane until I get more building pieces. And usually I like to hang out around here just because it is one of my favorite areas in terms of to start with. And you'll see why if we get further or get far enough in this episode. If not, you'll probably see it in the next episode. Like I said, if you guys want to see more of it, I will gladly make more. And I need to find some silicone there. There's grab that. Okay, perfect. And like, you know, the game isn't, it's not pushing boundaries in terms of graphical representation, but it still looks nice. The team behind this, I think it's a wife and husband duo, and they made something incredibly special. You can go on Steam and you can see that it is overwhelmingly positive. Even after all the work they've done to it, it stayed overwhelmingly positive, which is awesome to see. I love to see small indie devs like this make games that are just fun to play, very engaging, which this game embodies 100%. So let's go ahead and put that terraformation screen up. So we got that. We need to construct a drill and a wind turbine. We want to do that. We have wind turbine. That's easy enough. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get some foundations up just to make a place for our wind turbines. Now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to have it near this rock. So for the sake of just having wind turbines not being, you know, blocked by wind, which there's hardly any wind, we're just going to put them right down here right now. And that is all we're going to do. We do need some more iron, though, so let's go and find some of that. So I'm going to go gather some more resources, and then we'll start building again. So I'm back down here in our little, I guess what we landed our landing pod, and I went ahead and grabbed me some water because we are running low, so we just right-click to drink that, and we're all nice and hydrated. Just use your eyes to convert that into water, and you're all set. So we got some more materials. By more materials, I mean 3 iron. It's not a lot, but that's about all I could find at the moment. We have a new message received, so we need to get a message terminal to read that, or we can go back down there and read it. We'll probably build a new message terminal up here just so I don't have to go back down there. Ideally, I want to start working out of this thing more than just out of our landing pod. So let's go ahead and get up here, get some oxygen, top off on that real quick, and let's go ahead and get a little bit of power going for us. So I'm going to start like a little bit of a wind turbine farm here. I'm going to kind of separate it right here and then start putting them on these corners because I think that's about what I want. So we'll do that right there. Got our first wind turbine. Let's get 2 of them just for right now. And it should be fine right there on that corner. Nice and neat. I like it. All right, and then let's see, what else do we want to do? We want to go ahead and get a drill down. We need another bit of iron, so I'm going to go find that. And it should be find some around the corner. It's also getting nighttime. This game does have day-night cycles. And the game actually does look really pretty at night, especially once you start getting the atmosphere and getting all that fixed up. There's silicone, not any iron. Oh, there's some iron right there. Let's go and grab that and build our first drill. So where do I want my drills? I'm going to put our drills kind of in the field that's back here, just because, you know, it doesn't really make sense to have them on the slope. We want these drills to be in a flat area. It's kind of how drills typically work, especially like oil drills and stuff like that. You know, we're not drilling for oil or anything, but we will put them over here on this flat area. Now I'm going to use a lot of this area for my initial building because it is nice and open and a good way to start. If you're deciding to pick up the game for yourself, I do recommend starting on this planet, and it's like you can get the game and its DLCs on sale right now. So if it's definitely something you're interested in, go pick it up. It's a ton of fun. You won't regret it. But definitely start off with the first planet because that's what you want to do. So we built our drill. We can now see that slowly but surely our pressure is going up. We have 3 MPa and it's going up by 2 MPAs. Nothing crazy, but you can see our terraformation index is now 4 TI up there at the top right. And we are starting to make some progress. So now we have to craft this screen for blueprints. So we need iron and silicone. I'm gonna go and grab a good bit of that. Let's see if we take a look. We have 3 silicone. We have our water bottle. I do want to go ahead and build a storage crate as well. So probably got some work that I need to do, but we also have the vegetube, so we want to make sure that we do that. We'll create a chamber for vegetation and then move from there. So I'm going to go out, collect some more resources, find some more iron. We need a lot of it. And then also get some, I guess, magnesium as well, because it looks like we're low on it. But going to go do some resource harvesting, and then I'll be back when we start building some more. All right, so we're back. We've got some more resources. So let's go ahead and start building some things that the game wants us to. I'm going to go and build off the living compartments here, so we're going to link that together. I'm just going to go and start my vegetubes in here. Like I said, this is going to be very basic. We're going to get just kind of some basic things started. I need to go back down and grab the seed larva that we have down at the drop pod. But once I get that, we can start putting that there, and then we'll start making some oxygen. I do want to build another drill at some point. Once again, we need some more iron and magnesium, all that. Let's see. I want to go ahead and place our chest down here. So let's go ahead and say, I need to make like a compartment for storage somewhere, but for right now we're going to make it quite easy. We're just going to kind of throw things in here until we get a little bit more in terms of buildables. Let's go and put that right there. Perfect. Now I'm going to store the water bottle in here because I don't need it. We're going to store some extra silicone because we are good on it. Go ahead and sort that together. We need, once again, more iron, more magnesium. Let's see, more magnesium? No, we need more iron. And what was the other one? Oh, what's it called? It's not silicone. What are you called? Not magnesium, iron, titanium. We need more titanium as well. So once again, I'm going to go out and gather more resources, go get the seed larva, put it in here, and watch our terraformation index go up because we're already at 40 TI. So I want to try to at least get our pressure going this episode, but we'll see how far we get. So I've got some more magnesium, I've got some more titanium and more iron. I've already kind of expanded our base here a little bit, so that means I've got to move our screen back. I'm going to expand this out one more and then maybe go left and right with this. Of course, do I have any more iron? Yes, I do. So I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to go too crazy just yet, but I do want to go and get our terraformation screen up again, because I did take it down when I built out some more of this. So let's see. I want to get a desk at some point. So like, you know, a desktop so we can actually put our screens on there. So we'll do that. And then let's go ahead and, of course, I am out of iron again. It's always iron, man. Always collect more iron. All right, so let's go and put some more silicone, magnesium in here. I put the cobalt in there because we need a crafting screen or a crafting station to make more of the water bottles. Let's go ahead and drink that one. Save some room. All right, so we've got our seed larva. Let's go ahead and put it in here into our vegetube. Insert seeds. So let's go ahead and do that. I want to click on it. There we go. And there we go. So we're also producing oxygen. Now, not very much oxygen, and it's taking up 0.35 kilowatts, but we're also creating 0.15 ppqs. Do I know all of these all this terminology? Absolutely not. Yeah, I could do a quick Google search and probably find out really quickly, but yeah, if you want to do that on your own, you're more than welcome, but that's what we're going to just call it. This is the PPQs. So we can see that it's growing at 31%. As they grow, it's going to produce more, and we'll produce more oxygen. You can see our terraformation index is at 90 TI, which is great. And of course, we got to go out here and get more iron. I think we should be good on titanium, but I'm going to collect a little bit more because we do want to expand our base a good bit. And then get more iron so we can craft more devices and keep our terraformation index going up. So like I said, it wants us to get our terraformation index to 175,000, It's quite a ways off if we compare the two numbers. Yeah, so we got to explore, get some more resources, and you can see there's like downed ships, there's sand, sand waterfalls. So there's plenty to explore in this game. The map, the base map is pretty large. There's an open desert. I mean, there's several things, but I'm not going to tell you everything because I want you to discover it for yourself if you decide you want to play this game, because it is fun to discover new things here and there. There's a big open world to kind of discover. It's not anything massive or anything, but it's big enough to where you feel like, ooh, there's an all of discovery, and I want to keep looking around. And there's easy ways to get around eventually. I think they've added new like buggies, and I think there's actually even like a little hover vehicle now. I could be wrong. I think in the update, my oxygen level's getting low. Are we gonna make it? I'm just gonna keep running straight at that door. Don't move my mouse cursor, and hopefully we make it. The more I run to, the more oxygen is going to go down, so it's going to be quite a close one. If you've ever played Subnautica, this game has a lot of similarities to Subnautica, just without the immediate danger. All right, so we made it just fine. That's good. Let's go ahead and get our terraformation screen. I need cobalt and silicone, so let's pull that out. And we need some silicone. Perfect. And let's go ahead and get that terraformation screen back up. Also, excuse me, my voice is going out. It's been kind of struggling as of late, but I am okay. Just once again, probably a lot of talking, a lot of the work that I do. I talk to people all day, so that just is a consequence of it. Plus YouTube, my voice is just always busy. All right, so oxygen, we can see our live view of our terraformation index. Of course, we want to put more like heaters. We want the craft station, blueprints, screen progress. So let's go ahead and get some of these other ones down. So we need more silicone, magnesium. Is there anything else I can get down in the meantime? Let's go ahead and build another drill just to go ahead and get our pressure index going up a little bit faster. We're gonna go put it over here next to our other drill and keep doing that process until we start seeing our terraformation index go up exponentially. So I'm gonna get to work and I'll show you guys progress after I'm done. So it's building, and well, we've run out of power. Yeah, at a point you just start building too much and then you've got to take care of it. So we don't have any iron. I can't build another wind turbine. I was just wanting to build a crafting station, but everything is offline now. So we need to go out, find some iron and fix that issue. You do get better and better power resources as you play the game. And I think eventually there's, there was uranium at some point, which was really, really cool. It's not like anything very involved. It's, you're not going to go to satisfactory levels of involvement in this. It makes it pretty easy on you to kind of get things going. You're not going to have any crazy automation chains. It's pretty much you gather the resources, you build it, and then you let it do its thing. So let's go ahead and gather a little bit more silicone, a little bit more iron, go over here and create our power grid again, because we need that to keep going. You can see our terraformation index has frozen at 213, and everything just kind of stops working. So you want to make sure your power stays on, or you're going to see your number not move at all. So let's go ahead and get the wind turbine up and go from there and put that there. Good stuff. Make sure that we're nice and even, because I like to have that as even as possible. So we'll put that there, see when it cuts off, and right there should be good. Let's build another one because we definitely want more power, but nope, that's not what we want. Can't drill on the metal there. Also, there are weather events, kind of. You can see that there are sandstorms that hit us every once in a while, and I'm going to make sure that's good, and then we need to go get some oxygen because I'm about to die. So let's go ahead and get in there before I die. All right, but yeah, you can see the sandstorm coming in. It's nothing crazy, but then there's also this. Yeah, there's meteor storms. Meteor storms are great. You want to go out and gather any materials you can from a meteor storm that hits because they're very important. So what we're going to do is we're going to let it do its thing. We're going to go and craft some water because I definitely need it. And then we're going to go and see what we can grab from the meteor storm here. So we can see where things are kind of hitting at. I saw one hit close to here, but I don't see any of the materials. It'll also drop like iron and other things like that. Probably wanted to grab some oxygen bottles, but I don't know. Let's live dangerously. I see, I thought I saw one land over here, but I'm not seeing any of the ore that I want to gather from it. So far, nothing, which is unfortunate. We can see a small one hitting right there. Okay, I'm playing it dangerous. Probably want to go back and get oxygen bottles, to be honest. Probably get some of this ice here. Grab one of these meteors, and then head back. Let's see if we can find any good ore here. We did find, yep, the aluminium, good. Grab that. Iron, titanium, nothing crazy. I was hoping to find a different one. Different resource here, but it's okay. So we'll grab the cobalt and we need to head back because I'm also going to be starting for oxygen here in a second. Yeah, craft oxygen bottles. They will help you stay out a little bit further and go a little bit further into the world. Eventually you'll get better oxygen tanks, but of course I'm also getting dangerously low. I need to craft the tier 2 oxygen, and actually that's a good point. I need to go show you guys the blueprints and how you unlock those. Yes, I know oxygen is critical. We're running in a straight line directly to that door, and hopefully we won't die. I think we're gonna be fine, and yeah, we're just fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and get in here. I want to craft the tier 2 oxygen tank. We just need 1 magnesium. I think I've got it in here. Perfect. Let's go ahead and craft that, get that done. So now we have a little bit more oxygen. And let's go ahead and store everything in here just so I know what I've got, and then sort that so we can see kind of everything. Let's go ahead and do a oxygen bottle. The oxygen is actually the 2 cobalt, so let's go ahead and grab 2 cobalt and at least craft 1 of those. And then we'll also want to make some water and have those on hand just in case. So, blueprints. How did I get the tier 2 oxygen? Well, over here, you'll find the blueprint screen, and it'll tell you, hey, this is what you unlock once you get to this certain level. We can see they were at 229. At 250, we're going to unlock the living compartment window, so we'll unlock windows. What about oxygen? Well, we get the indoor ladder. We just unlocked terraformation 300, so now we have the tier 2 backpack, which we want immediately. So let's go take a look at that and see what we need to get it. So we need iron, silicone, and titanium. We have iron, silicone, and titanium. Perfect. So let's go ahead and grab our tier 2 backpack. And now we have more backpack space. And so now things are starting to get a little bit easier for us. Let's go ahead and sort that. Doing good there. Okay, so what's next? We need to craft screen progress. Do we have that ability? No, we don't. We don't have the progress screen just yet. How do we unlock the progress screen? Well, we need heat. All right, so what do we need for heat? Well, we need iridium. So now we need to go find some iridium. This is our next thing that we need to do here, is generate heat. So, we also have the exoskeleton. What do we need for the exoskeleton? Let's go ahead and check over here. Let's see, the exoskeleton is gonna be, so that's the tier 2 right there. Where's the tier 1? We just unlocked the window. I think we already had the exoskeleton, don't we, technically? No. Where's the tier 1 at? Tier, nope. Did we just skip tier 1? I think so, maybe. No, it says there is a tier 1. Where is it? I can't find it. I can't find it because we already have it unlocked, so we need titanium, silicone, and magnesium. Oh boy, it's gonna be a long one, isn't it? All right, so let's go ahead and put that in there, get the tier 1 exoskeleton. Now the problem is that we don't have enough space here. So increases equipment capacity, that's where that comes out, or comes in handy. So let's go ahead and take the microchip off, put the exoskeleton on, and then now we can have the microchip. Perfect, all right. So now that we have our exoskeleton, we are getting upgrades upon upgrades. So now we want to focus on heat, which we need iridium for. So that means we need to go out and do a little bit of exploration. I do want to have another oxygen capsule, so I'm going to go get some cobalt just in case we get in trouble with our exploration, because you never know where you're going to find and how long you're going to be out there. So we're going to grab at least enough cobalt for 1 more, and then we'll stop by. There's a crash site that I'm going to head up to up there. You can see kind of some debris way over there. I want to go up there and see if we can find some iridium there. So let's go ahead and craft that, and we'll stop by the landing pod that we came in, and then head up there because we need some food, and the landing pod has our food, so we'll grab that on our way out. All right, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick, and I'll see you guys once we start heading up the hill that leads to that wreckage over there. So we already have another meteor storm coming in. I'm gonna go ahead and start heading up to this area over here. We just gotta be careful because we are out of oxygen, and we could build a habitat that's up there for us to find refuge in, and so I might build me enough just for that. So as a reminder, for a living compartment, we need 2 iron and 1 titanium, and then we need an extra item, titanium and silicone. So we're gonna gather as much as we can there, so we can build that extra living compartment. The way power works in this game is everything is connected no matter where you build it. It's got like a wireless transfer of power, which is nice. So we're gonna grab all those resources. Find these boxes. If I tell you one thing is look in these boxes, there's the iridium that we want. There's some uranium. Do I wanna grab everything in here? I wish I could, but I don't have enough space to do so just yet. I'm gonna grab the uranium. And honestly, I'm gonna head back up here. I thought I was gonna head over to this place, but we found kind of what we need to build the first heat generator. So I am gonna go up here and go and build that, because that's what the game wants me to do, and it helps us with our terraformation index. As you can see, one of our big goals right now is to reach a blue sky, 175,000 TI. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go and eat some space food. We are very limited on that, so we wanna go ahead and get to growing food as soon as we can. And let's go ahead and jump in here. And the way we can grow food is we can actually use these vegetubes and grow our food. So we actually want to create another one. We need ice and magnesium for that. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of sort things here. Store what we don't need. So let's build our, I need to build a vegetube and a heater. So let's grab some silicone. Let's build the heater because we can build that. And I'm going to have that in, I want to have it in a separate compartment, to be honest. So I think we're going to put that in there. And we'll put our heaters right here in this corner. So like I said, everything's going to kind of be haphazardly thrown together. I'm not making any future giant plans or anything like that until we start getting a lot more resources and we can freely build how we want. All right, so we've crafted our first heater. We can see that our heat index is going up slowly but surely. So we have 4 pk, and we are generating 3.3 pks per second. So let's go ahead and start building out the vegetube as well. So we need the ice and magnesium. That's going to be easy. We need more magnesium. We need more ice. We do have plenty of oxygen tubes. Do I need, or oxygen canisters? Do I need these? No, not really, but I'm going to hold on to them anyway. So we're going to hold on to that in our inventory because we're going to need them as we go on. We need to find more iridium, of course. We probably need to build more wind turbines at some point. So it's just really it's a game right now of me collecting resources and just keep expanding on what we have here. So I'm going to do that. Go out and find things for the next vegetube so we can use the seeds to grow us some food, because those food pouches are only finite. So we need to make our own food. So I'm going to go out, gather more resources, and then show you progress once we're done with that. I have made a little bit of a mistake. These can't grow food because it's a vegetube, not a food grower. You need a food grower to make eggplant. So we're going to put this other Lirma that we found in that chest down there, and we can see that it is creating 0.3 ppqs of oxygen at 200%. So we can see that it's a little bit better than our other one here. This one's generating 0.15 ppqs. It's not fully grown yet. But the better Lirmas you find, especially these percentages, the faster you're going to generate oxygen. You can see our terraformation index is going up a lot faster than it was. We're generating heat, oxygen, and pressure all at the same time. We just want to make some different adjustments to our heat, oxygen, and all that. So I do want to go ahead and find out where's my food grower. So it's oxygen. So we can only do so much with this right now because of the Lirma seeds we have. So we want to go out, find more chests, find more Lirma seeds, so on and so forth. All right, and then we also have solar panels here. We get to a 1 KTI, so we're only about 350 off from that. And I do want to go and get a living compartment window here because it's a little bit not homey. We need some windows to see outside to see how our progress is going. So I need to go get some cobalt. It's another sandstorm, lovely day. Let's go and find some cobalt real quick. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Another cool thing about the update is that you can actually see these planets now. They're 3D objects. Before, I think they were just 2D planes in the sky. So they updated some of the textures, and a lot of these planets here, there are other planets that you can go to with the DLCs. I believe I can't remember the exact names of the planets, but one's like a toxic planet, one's a frozen planet, and they also change. So there's just, it's just got a lot of content. If this is up your alley and you want to spend, I think it's like less than $20 for all of it right now, this is a great deal. So go, if what you've seen so far interests you, go pick it up, support the devs. Yeah, just an incredible game, to be honest. I know there's a lot of resource gathering and stuff like that, but you won't have to do much of this as you go through, because it does have, unlocking progression. You will unlock things that does this basic farming for you, drills that pick up these materials, and drones that help you gather things. So there is a tad bit of automation. I don't think I've ever really used the drones, because I think those were added before I got too far in the game. Especially 1.0. So yeah, I'm excited to check out what else they have planned and added to the game and just see what's changed since I played it in the 1.0. All right, so did I not gather any ice? I didn't, but we didn't need that anyway. So what was I gathering this for? I think I was gathering it for another drill. We do need a heater, so I do want to gather that, but I do want some oxygen. That's going as fast as we can. So let's go and put another drill out here and see how fast we can get this terraformation index going up. Might gather some ice just so we can build some more of the Lirma tubes. So we'll do that. And I think I'm going to go explore this crash that's over here, not the one that's up on the mountain just yet. So let's put that one next to it. That's close enough. I think I like that a little bit. And let's gather this ice, and then we'll get prepared and go check out the crash site that's directly behind us and see if we can find anything good. Maybe we'll find some more iridium for some heat and get our terraformation index going up as fast as possible. And of course, as we're about to leave, there is a meteor storm coming down and raining hell all over us. So we're gonna go ahead and just try to run through it, make sure that we're fine. We're gonna head to that crash site over there. And what I could do is I can go ahead and set up another base if I really wanted to, just so we don't have to run out and, die. So let's go ahead and see. We need, once again, 2 iron, 1 titanium. So we need 3, 2, 1 of that. So let's go ahead and gather that on our way. We should be able to find that quite easily. So we got 1, we just need 2, which I see right here, titanium. And then what we'll do is we'll build that at the entrance over there. We have a new message. I completely forgot about the messages. Yeah, we should probably read those when we get back. Let's see, we need 3 iron, so let's go grab this right here. I see the silicon I need. Looks like we're gonna have exactly what we need to make a small temporary base to gather our oxygen. Do I need this many oxygen tubes? Probably not. We can see that the meteors crashed here. We're still missing 1 iron. See if they can find some iron there. Silicone, no. I want to save my space as much as I can for whatever we find in the ship. And there's the last piece of iron that we need. So let's grab that. We have a new blueprint, the solar panel. We are at 1 KTI now, which is awesome. Only 149,000 more to go. And then we'll see some blue sky. Now, what's really cool about this game is that, yeah, the planet will change in real time. You will see things changing as your KTI goes up. I'm gonna place that right there, and then we're gonna go and put a door at the entrance of this just so we can gather our oxygen back. So yeah, as long as you have power, you can go ahead and build these out and make little hub bases for oxygen generation. It's just a good way of exploration. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in this ship here, see what we can discover. We don't have a torch. We haven't got the microchip for that yet, so it's gonna be kind of dark in here. Yeah, that's not it, Chief. I'm gonna be right back because this is gonna be very, very difficult to see without that torch. So I'm gonna go get that and build that for us so that we're not having to go in blind. Okay, so we're back in the ship and we have the flashlight or torch, whichever you want to call it. And we can finally see what we're doing here. All right, so we can't get that. We need some kind of other drill or tool for that. Let's see, what do we got here? Ooh, okay, the chests are some of the best things you can find. So let's go and see what we got. Ooh, look at all these lyrimas. Okay, perfect. Got some fabric, got some food. Let's go and eat the food. That was honestly probably a waste. Yeah, that was 100% a waste. Oops. All right, let's check in here. Ooh, we got different spacesuits. Oh, we can change the way our space. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so we can equip that. Can we not? Oh, can we not equip? Oh, nope. There. Oh, no, I'm just dancing. Okay. Oh, no, we did change. Okay, he's just excited about it. Well, my oxygen level is critical, so let's go and change into that. There we go. All right, so we do have our spacesuit. Did we just lose our orange one? I guess so. So I guess we look like that now. All right, cool. We'll take a look at that a little bit better once we get outside. Blueprint microchip. Used this in blueprint screen to unlock new blueprints. So we'll grab that for sure. Honestly, I kind of like this one a little bit better, so I might do that one instead. So let's go ahead and change to that one. Take this. Equip? Nope. Okay, that's nope. All right, that's not what I wanted. So let's grab that. And then I want to equip into that one. And there we go. You can't really see it, but that's more of my style. So we got our black spacesuit now. Let's go and keep looking around and see what else we can find. I see a couple more chests, but it looks like that's... no, I can deconstruct that. There we go. That's just what that was telling me to do. I don't think we get any materials. I think we actually got some iron back for that. I'm going to keep that on me just in case I want to lose it. Let's not break that down because we're going to lose it. More fabric. Let's go and get the Lyrma seeds because that'll help us with our oxygen generation. Let's go grab the titanium. We'll come back to the fabric. So you can see that we're already out of space, even with our upgraded backpack. So let's head back out, use these Lyrmas, get those, go ahead and plant them so we get our oxygen levels going up. So I'm going to gather the resources for that and get all those tubes planted. Probably going to have to put some power down, which means we'll get to use our new solar panels. So we'll get all that set up. So we've made it back to base, and I'm going to go ahead and decode this microchip. So let's go and see what blueprint we get. So we've got the T1 mining speed. All right, so what does the T1 mining speed do for us exactly? So let's go ahead and take a look. I think we can make that chip. So equip the chip to reduce ore mining time by 10%. Yeah, I mean, we could go ahead and get that if we wanted to, but it takes up another slot in our suit, and we don't get the T2 exoskeleton. We do some more heat, so we want to find some more iridium. Iridium's kind of our detriment at the moment because we need more heat. That's kind of our. Once again, that's what's the word I'm thinking of? Hang on, give me a second. I don't know the word I was looking for, but it's what's holding us back at the moment. So let's go ahead and just say that heat is what's holding us back. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Lyrmo seeds built out. So I need to get the vegetubes, which means I need more ice. We need exactly ice, magnesium, and iron. We have a couple of iron in here, so let's go ahead and grab that. We don't have a lot of magnesium, so we need magnesium and ice. Yeah, that's pretty much all we need is ice, magnesium, and iron. So I'm gonna go out, collect all that, and then we'll get those vegetubes built up and put all those Lyrma seeds where they belong. So this is our small Lyrma farm so far. I can do a little bit more. We do have a Lyrma seed that I still haven't been able to use, but this is what we've got so far, and we've got some pretty high tier ones. We got a 250, we got a 200% in here. Got, I think 3 200%. Okay, we got 1 150. So actually, no, we have, yeah, 3 200%, and then 1 250, and then 1 150. And of course, our basic one there. So once these are fully grown, you can already see that our terraforming index is going up. We can see that oxygen is going up by 1.65, which is awesome. So we're still doing good on that, but it's time to go back and explore some of the crashed site because I want some more iridium because we can focus on heat. Our heat is still very poor, and honestly, our pressure is very poor. So we need to put some titanium and iron. I did build some solar panels because we can see that the wind turbines aren't as much. These are 2 versus 4, and it's really, really good. We've also unlocked the T3 backpack, so we definitely want that beforehand. Now, I do need to go read messages. I don't have a way to build the message center just yet, so we can read those once we are able to build that. We can see that we need more pressure, so we want to build pressure. I think we also have the tier 2 drill, so we're just going to go build those. So let's see what we need. We need titanium and iron. So I definitely want to go get those built. So let's go ahead and at least get 1 down so we can get our terraformation index with at least the pressure going up. And then we'll probably replace some of these with tier 2s just because we can upgrade and get a little bit more out of them. And they're made out of the same exact thing. So we can say, hey, I want to put a tier 2 drill instead of these. And you can actually control, let you snap these together. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and take care of these guys. And let's put down the tier 2s instead. And put it there. Then when I say snap together, I mean actually snap to the grid, not to each other. You have to have foundational grids for that. Let's see, we need at least 1 more titanium. I'm sure there's 1 right next to me. Yep, there's 1. Perfect. So now we got 3 tier 2s, which will go a long way. So we're gonna put those down and looks good. And of course that killed my power, so I need to handle that. Oh boy. All right, so we need 2 cobalt, we need, I believe, a silicone and some iron, so I'm gonna gather that real quick and then fix our power grid, because I wanna go and get as many solar panels as possible. Yes, the solar panels do work through the night. Don't ask me how it works, I have no idea. It just gives me power, that's all I care about. All right, after building 2 solar panels, we're back online. We also have unlocked our tier 2 vegetube, and we have a ladder. So let's see, what do we have here? We have the tier 2 oxygen tank, which is good, but I want the tier 3 backpack. We need 2 aluminum, and I think I've got it. Yep, all right, there we go. Aluminum, however you want to say it, whichever side of the pond you're on. Let's see, what else do I need for it? I need 1 silicone, which, yes, we do have. Well, so perfect. All right, so we got our tier 3 backpack, which is going to be a tremendous help. We can see that already we have plenty of space to work with. We are a little bit low on resources, though, so that's not as good. What do we want to focus on now? So I can get the tier 2 vegetubes, which will help generate oxygen a little bit quicker. So what do we need for those? Let's check. We need 2 ice, 1 iron, 1 silicone, and 1 magnesium. We can take down our current vegetubes, I believe. So a current vegetube is 1 ice, 2 iron. So we can kind of start replacing these with tier 2s. We just need a lot of the resources for it. So I'm going to go and get these guys upgraded. And then I think we'll head over to the ship after I get these kind of taken care of. So let's see how many I can get down. So I left this one here for an example, but you can see here that this is a 200% Lyrimum, and we can see that it's creating 0.3 ppqs per second, and it's only grown at 40%. If we take a look at this one, it's grown at 40%, but it's creating 2.4 ppqs even at a 200%. It does take a little bit more energy, but we are creating more in terms of oxygen. You can see on the right-hand side at the top, our terraformation index is going by up quite a bit. We're already at 5,000, which is really good. And we also have the tier 2 heater, so we want to take a look and see what we need for that comparatively. So we need a lot of iridium, silicone, iron, just some more stuff to increase that. So that is our current status. I do need some food, so I am going to go to that crash, and I'm going to go ahead and take this out and put at least, well, actually, no, we're going to leave that in because I don't have enough resources for another tier 2, but once we get another tier 2, we're going to replace it and go from there. So I'm going to go crash site, see if we can find some more food because we are starving, and also maybe need to get some water because I think we're out of water too. Yeah, let's take some of this ice. I don't want to use it for this, but we got to do what we got to do. So we're going to create some water, be nice and hydrated, and head over to the crash and see if we can find some more resources and food so we don't die, because that's kind of important. I do need to put these Lyrimas back because we want as much inventory space as possible, but I'll see you guys over the crash site. On our way over, it looks like another meteor storm has come and started to pelt the planet with its ferocity. Yeah, by the way, don't get hit by those. I've tried it. It hurts. Yeah, so just as you are walking through the planet, just look up, make sure you don't get hit, because yeah, you'll regret it. Anyway, we're almost over here at the crash site. Gonna once again look for some food, and hopefully we find something and not get hit on the way there. Back into the crash site we go. There was some stuff in here that we left, so let's grab this fabric here. Good. So I think there was a chest right here. Perfect. And there's some food. Perfect. Okay, we're not gonna die. That's good. More iridium. We always like that. More Lyrimas. We'll take those. I'll take some more iron stuff. We have plenty of space. We have a couple slots left, so let's keep looking around, see what we can find. We can't destroy that, so let's take that out. We got some iron from it for our trouble. We also need to keep a lookout for the small chests. They can be sometimes tricky to find, and we did find a heater we can deconstruct, so we get the materials from it, which is awesome. So we can see that we got tons of aluminum, iron, titanium, silicone, iridium. Oh yeah, now we can start making heaters. So let's go ahead and take a look through these. We got a blueprint microchip. All right, so now we got, oh, super alloy. Okay, perfect. So this is gonna be for some of our higher tier stuff. I'm gonna drop some of the fabric. We're gonna take that. I am gonna go and eat the space food. We do want the seed from there. We want the aluminum for right now. The iron stuff we don't need to worry about at the moment because we can easily find those. So let's go ahead and drop them. I'm going to drop the magnesium because we can still find it. Let's grab the iridium. Lirma basic is fine. I'm going to drop the fabric again because I want that. Do we want the food seeds? I kind of want to go and take the food seeds. Titanium should be easy to grab. And we'll come back and wrap the rest of these resources up. My oxygen is low, so let's go ahead and, oh. I thought I had, oh, no, they're there. Okay, whew. Good. All right, I thought I had them, didn't see them, then we're just fine. I mean, we just freed up a slot. Do I want to take anything else here? No, nothing in there. Let's take the other iron, and that's good for building, so. All right, well, we're full again, so I guess it's time to head back out. I think that's pretty much all that's in here, so we can come up here, clean up, and get some of the resources once I'm done. But it looks like we have some more building to do and try to get our terraformation index up just a little bit higher, but next we're going to focus on heat. So we've got 2 big heaters built. That's all we can really build out of the iridium we've got, so we're going to store the rest and make sure that we hold on to it. Iridium I'm going to put in here because, well, why not? It's extra resources that we don't really need to worry about. Same with aluminum and the super alloy. We'll put those in there. And this is kind of like our basic resource right here. We do have an oxygen chips, or not oxygen chip, a microchip, so let's see what we get from it. We've got the agility boots. Oh, these are awesome. Okay, they help us get around the world a little bit easier. We also had some new unlocks, so let's go ahead and check out what we have. We have our tier 3 backpack. We also have the communication antenna and the transmission. So we want to build these so we can see these letters. So let's see, what do we need for them? If we look at Q, we can see that for the antenna, we need silicone, titanium, iron, aluminum, which I think we do have a piece of aluminum. Yep, we have a piece of aluminum, perfect. And then we also have, see, we need iron, silicone, magnesium, and then, okay, titanium, iron, silicone. So we just need more silicone, it looks like, because we have plenty of iron, we have some magnesium. We'll go and grab those. We also need to build some more Lirma tubes. Actually, did I not put anything in here? I did not. We need to make sure we do that because we're not maximizing our amount of oxygen gain. So let's throw that in there. Perfect. We have the tier 3 oxygen tank now. Okay, so we want aluminum fabric. Okay, so we don't have enough aluminum. I want to build those as soon as possible. We do have the fabric. That's a shame. I would like to get those done. Titanium and silicone. So we need a bunch of silicone. We need a bunch of titanium. So we know what we need to kind of focus on. So it seems like it is a sandstorm right now, but I do have a general goal, so I'm just going to go collect resources. Looks like most of it's going to be titanium and silicone, so I'm going to go out and collect those real quick. So there's our beautiful satellite dish, but to no one's surprise, satellite dishes actually need power to work, so, you know, we need to build power, as that little warning down there says. So let's go ahead and get another, what is it called? Sometimes words escape my brain, and they just don't come back. Solar panel, that one. Oh, geez, Staves, get your stuff together. All right, anyway, we're going to throw that down right there, and that's all I can build, but it should fix our power issues for right now. I'm, of course, going to have to increase that that power grid, but we'll work on that later because the game's been wanting us to read these messages, so let's go and check out what they've got for me. Oh, that's not enough power, is it? Oh, not enough power, so I need to build another one. So we need cobalt and silicone, all that silicone that I'm going to go gather for all of our other things. I need to go get some more, so I'll be back again. Finally, power has been restored, and you can see our lovely satellite array is now working, so now we can go read those messages. Let's go ahead and see what they've got for us. So, message from Riley, a message from Sentinel Corp. We read the one from Sentinel Corp. Hello, I finally managed to locate the system they sent you to. I don't have much time, but I'll try to give you some advice. The success rate for planet crafters is very low because it is an almost impossible task. You should find space food in your pod and maybe space wrecks. You'll be able to grow food when you meet the correct requirements, so try to find vegetable seeds, which we've already done. Exploration and improvements are essential. Explore and improve your equipment to increase your chances of survival. I hope this message reaches you. Riley, we already way ahead of the ball. Thank you, though. From Riley again, I managed to obtain more information. I read that you have a greater chance of success if you build your base at an altitude. I'm not sure why yet. Oh, I have a hunch. And if you manage to heat the planet up enough, some caves should become accessible when the ice melts. And one last thing, you can end communication, message intercepted. So Riley is probably telling us things that, I don't know, maybe he shouldn't. Maybe they don't want us to succeed. Message from Sentinel Corp. Your planet specifications, identification, unnamed, corruption, corporation ownership, unclaimed. Habitat. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, hang on. Brain's having a little bit of issue right now. Okay, let's try that one more time. Habitability level null. Sector Itzel Prime. History unknown. Planet unnamed is located in the Itzel Prime sector, a pre-civilization sector, crossed mostly by trade ships traveling between big spaceports. The sector has 842 planets, 13,511 stars, and is 7,000 parsecs wide. The planet has been identified as a possible candidate for future colonization. And we have tier 2 solar panels. Ooh, even better power. Okay. So now we have our messages. That's good. Let's see. What we want is progress now. So what do we need for our progress? We need 1 cobalt. And of course, I don't think I have that 1 cobalt. Of course I don't. Well, there should be cobalt somewhere near here so that we can go ahead and get that screen built. I at least want to try to get some of these requirements done. Okay. Well, there's no cobalt immediately in our vicinity, so I'm going to go grab that real quick. And let's go build that requirements or that screen progress. I now have the required materials, so we're going to build this screen real quick. So we're going to put that right about there. And now we can see current stage barren, and then we are 11% to the blue sky stage. So once we start building a little bit more of these Lyramus capsules and some other things like the pressure and the heat, that progress is going to go up by quite a bit. We also have a new thing called the beacon. Let's see what the beacon does. So the beacon helps you find your way. So just like a little beacon that helps us get back to where we need to go. Did I ever build a tier 3 oxygen tank? I didn't. What do we need for that? Can I build it? We need silicone. And of course, I don't, guess what? I don't have silicone. All right. So let's go ahead and put the iridium back up. We need a bunch of silicone. Oh boy, it's just one thing after the other, isn't it? All right, well, I need to go out and collect a few more things because we need to make sure that we build at least that oxygen tank. And then I want to build a couple more of these Lyrima tubes. So I think I'm going to go for that. Actually, you know what? Let's check and see what our requirements are on each of these. What is behind right now? So oxygen's about 10,000, pressure's about, it's going slow. So, I mean, heat is not bad. Heat is about equal to our gain of oxygen. So really pressure is what we need to focus on. And let's take a look at the unlock guide here. So in terms of pressure, actually oxygen is what we need for our food grower, even though we're almost there. Pressure's at 6. I mean, we would get the nuclear reactor. Which we do have uranium. I mean, that wouldn't be bad. We get an extra ore extractor too. I don't know. Decisions. I think we just need to focus on everything. I would honestly like the tier 2 exoskeleton, but I think the food grower is our priority. Like I said, we're about to hit it, so it's not really a big thing to worry about. Yeah, I mean, I'll upgrade the pressure a little bit because the pressure is probably one of the easier things. Tier 2 drills, just titanium and iron. So I'll put 1 more down. We're also going to need to build up our power infrastructure again. Also, I'm dying, slowly dying. We have some food, but I'm almost out of water too. So we need to make sure we take care of that need. Let's go and put down this tier 2 drill. And there's our food grower. So we need to go and build that. I think that is going to be a little bit of a priority for us. Let's go and put down this tier 2 drill and put it right. I think I like it right there. Perfect. And of course that killed my power again. All right, well, okay. So we need magnesium, iron, silicone, aluminum for at least one of these. Okay. I'll build like a basic one. I need iron and silicone again, so let's just go and get our power back online before anything bad happens. Power has been restored, and you're probably like, Stapes, why don't you just build the, the tier 2 solar panel? You have the aluminum for it. Well, I mean, that's kind of right. I mean, I'd rather have this fixed so things are keep going. And hopefully, no, we're still missing one. I want to save it for basically the tier 2 or 1 agility boost so we get around faster. That's going to be incredibly helpful for getting things much quicker. So I'm focusing on doing that. But I think this is a good time to stop because I'm already like an hour and a half in this game and I'll get lost even more. You can see that we're at least 13% done. We'll make a lot more progress in the next episode. If you guys want to see more of this, then I will gladly make another episode. Our sky is still, well, not blue. And our hydration is critical, so you know what? We need to make sure we have some ice for that. Make sure we actually take care of our guy here. Make sure he's hydrated. There you go, buddy. How you feeling better? Hopefully, do that. Good. But if you guys enjoyed this game, please let me know down below. Leave a like, comment what your favorite part of this game is, or let me know what you think about it. And leave a like, that it helps get these videos out there. Appreciate you guys' support. Thank you, as always, for spending some of your time here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody.